Hi computer lovers, today I want to show you my favorite way to quickly try out Linux. For this we will create a small virtual machine, do all the magic regarding private and public keys, then use MobaXTerm to create to the Linux console and do some basic tests here. Full disclosure, I work for Google, however what I do here is free time and may have nothing to do with the opinions or intentions of my employer. The first step that I recommend you to do is to download MobaXTerm from the link in the description of this video. Once you start it, it will look about like this. Your first job is to create an identity for you, in other words, a public-private key pair. For this, you go to Tools, then Moba KeyGen, and then you click on Generate to create a key. For security reasons, you will have to move your mouse here in order to cause enough entropy for the algorithm to be able to proceed. Now you have your key. The key is here, the public key is here, and it will be used on the server to verify that it's really you who has the secret of the private key. So you click on Save Public Key. I choose Desktop and call it Public Key. I did this already. And you save the private key. You are okay that you do not need a passphrase to protect it. You choose the desktop again and you call the key private key. The next step is that you need to create a connection, also called session here. For this, you need the IP address of your server. So let's go over to the Cloud Console. I will do it with Google Cloud here because that is the cloud I'm most familiar with. However, you can use any cloud. So let's go to console.cloud.google.com. There we go to Google Compute Engine. Create a new virtual machine called instance here. Let's leave all the default settings, okay? Tells you it will cost $25 a month. So maybe let's get it a bit cheaper. We do not need a lot of memory. So instead of E2 medium, we choose E2 micro. Then we still have 1 GB of RAM. We see that we will be installing a Debian GNU Linux 12. And this is enough, I would say. Let's click on Create. And soon we will see the instance running here and we'll see an external IP address being displayed here. Now the instance is running and you want to tell it, hey, please accept the identity that I have just created with MobaXTerm. So you click on it, click on Edit, search for SSH keys, click on Add Item, and now you are supposed to enter the public SSH key. Where do you get it from? From MobaXTerm, Tools, Key Generator. There you load your private key. Take the public key and copy it. It is important that here the username is RSA key. This needs to be changed in the Cloud Console right now. So we go back to the Cloud Console, enter the SSH key, and at the end we replace the username RSA key by our username that we use to connect to the Google Cloud Console. So you should click Save now. I will click Cancel because I have already put it in. Next step is that you go back to the instance overview, that you copy the external IP address, that you go to your MobaXTerm and tell it, please create a new session. We remember session is connection, a new SSH connection to the remote host. Here you paste the IP address. You specify the username. Mine is Torsten, because my email address that I have used for logging into the Google Cloud Console starts with Torsten, add. Then you click on Advanced SSH sections, click Use Private Key, choose the private key, and click on OK. And you're in. Now, what I always recommend you to do is to check if all is plausible. For example, let's type uptime. Uptime is 31 minutes, so I know this is the instance I want to be on. Check the version. It is Debian GNU Linux, so it is probably the machine that we just created. Next step is that you initialize the package management system, sudo apt-get update. I did this already, however, I show that this should be done as the next step. Then you should install xauth to display X programs. And you have to say install, of course. So sudo apt-get install xauth. So now you should log off again and log in again, because now it will be possible to display X programs. You should install the X programs, X11 apps, for example. I did this already. I also logged out and logged in again. So I can now just call one X program, for example, xeyes. And it gets shown here. Also, I'm on Linux. I'm on Windows here. So I'm on Windows and get the display of a Linux program. I always find this fascinating, dear Linux lovers. I close it. This is how you quickly can start trying out Linux. Hope you like it. If yes, give me a comment. I love to answer your comments in this channel. Thank you.